the Rangers of the New Republic is going to be a Disney Plus series as well.
Okay.
In essence, that's going to be directly coincide. I believe it's directly parallel happening with Mandalorian and Boba Fett.
Okay.
The book of Boba Fett. Think of the Rangers of the New Republic as like the Navy SEALs of the New Republic. It's just going to be like a special forces type soldier of fortune group within the New Republic.
Right.
So probably going to have some pretty cool action sequences. The Bad Batch can be animated. Honestly, I'm not really that interested in that one. Do you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, I'll talk about that for a second. So yeah, they released a trailer on that. So as said before, there was a couple episodes in the final season of the Clone Wars. I think what they started off with, like the main part of that final season was Ahsoka, with her character returning, because I think she wasn't in the seasons before that or whatever, because she left the Jedi Order, so they did some stories without her, and then so the main part of the final season was her returning, and then we're leading into the events of her Return of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, and Order 66. So that was the main chunk of it. But we started off with these couple of episodes about the Bad Batch. So this is what the characters are that. Now, the trailer that they released is now the timeline for them is it's after the Order 66, and the Empire is now a thing with Palpatine and everything. And so this is the Bad Batch operating under Palpatine. And in some scenes in the trailer, we see Palpatine, see him, giving his speeches and stuff. And so we're going to get a lot of Palpatine, it looks like. And so this is what this show is going to be about, is in that era.
Yeah, and I really like that with all these shows, they're spreading them out amongst all the eras, you know what I mean?
Not just focusing on one, because before we were like, okay, so we had the original trilogy in this era, and then now we're going to do the prequel era. And then when they did the prequel, then they're like, we're spending some time here. We're doing the Clone Wars animated, and we move a little bit further forward, we're doing the Rebels and everything. And then the sequel series came out. So now we're over here. And then so now with all that, now we've got this whole expansive timeline. And
then it gets even better with one of these shows.
Yeah, we're expanding even further.
With the Acolyte. Acolyte?
Okay, so what's the Acolyte?
So I have no idea. It's going to take place 200 to 300 years before the Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And for those of you that aren't Star Wars fans, that is referred to as the High Republic era.
High Republic.
So this is going to take place in the High Republic era. And my understanding, it's going to have a lot to do with the Sith.
Okay, so pre-Disney, back in the expanded universe time, they had something that covered that era called the Old Republic. We had the video games, the Knights of the Old Republic, and we also had Dark Horse when they were doing the comics. They had Tales of the Jedi, which occurred in that timeline as well. So now that has been erased non-canon, now Disney has their version of that era. So we've already started this. We've started some books and some comics. Light of the Jedi is one of the books, and like the cover looks like the new Doctor Who. A lot of people are saying they want Jodie Whittaker to play that character. But so we've started this, and then so now the Acolyte is going to be our first foray into the on-screen version of this.
Correct. And we'll probably have a darker tone, I'm hoping.